Sagittarius, I will now be exploring this connection, what's bringing the two of you together, the strengths of your relationship, so areas where you may really thrive, but also the areas where you may face challenges. So let's get right into it with the first card to see what's bringing you together. Okay, authentic truth. I think another sign actually got this, and I cannot remember for the life of me who it was. I'm tempted to say Aries, but I could be wrong. But look, I mean, this points to a lot of purity here, Sagittarius. And straight away we see a very honest connection, a very pure connection, but a connection that's going to make you see things as they are. And I think for a lot of you, it's going to happen as self-reflection, but also it's going to involve this person. So they too will see a lot of authentic truths about them. I think with that fire energy, I think it's potent because the symbol of fire is here in the triangle. So I think this is pointing to something very real for you. I mean, maybe for some of you, this person could be a fire sign as well. And maybe that's the kind of connection that you'll share here. But I feel like whilst it's going to be a very strong fire connection, a very strong spiritual connection, I think it's important. I feel what's bringing you together is realness. Okay, and I love this because I think it's going to be a very real and raw relationship. Okay, but let's have a look and see what's coming up in areas of strength. Okay, your ability to manage things well and not neglect each other is going to be one of your strengths here. You have a very empowered energy with the Magician, which can be Aries. Now, I feel like with the Magician here, he takes control, he takes command, and he makes things happen. So I feel like your ability to give each other that gratification and make things happen for each other is quite strong here, which makes me think that you're willing to go to a lot of lengths for this person, and vice versa, they're willing to go to a lot of lengths for you. You know, you've got the Juggler here, and he's got the Two Pentacles, which he doesn't seem to drop. He's doing an excellent job. So it's all about managing things or coping or trying to keep things mediated. So this is a level playing field. I feel like the fact that you've got the neglect card, the left out in the cold card as part of your strengths here, I feel like read in this context, it can definitely indicate that you will not neglect each other. Okay, so there's not much, like I feel you'll take each other into consideration here. Everything's laid out on the table, so I feel like this is connecting to honesty and straightforwardness, because that's how the Aries can sometimes present themselves, even if they're not Aries or not. You've got Aries energy around this relationship, which indicates you're willing to work through the challenges, because Aries energy is quite competitive. I feel like you'll compete for each other's attention or love, but not in an unhealthy way. I think it's in a light-hearted and even playful way that this will happen, Sag. But the Five of Pentacles, I think you'll be able to acknowledge when things are happening. You've got two infinity symbols next to this person, so if that's not saying something, you know, that there could be cycles happening. I definitely feel for some of you this is a second chance at a relationship, and you'll draw strength from the areas that perhaps cause the downfall of the relationship. So you're really learning from those past lessons. For those of you giving a second chance or giving this relationship a second go. For those of you that aren't, I think it's your ability to manage well and cope with things. You know, give attention where it's needed, juggle things in the relationship, priorities, needs, wants, desires. I feel like you're really both going to include each other in these things, and I think that's really positive to have. I do. Going to make things happen. You're going to experiment and try a lot of things for this person, Sagittarius, because that's how strongly you're going to feel for them. Now, this could also be vice versa, that this person will also feel very strongly about you. And this is what occurs here between the both of you. Let's have a look at areas of challenge. Okay, you've got the Tower, Three of Swords, the World. The World has come up twice next to this person. I don't know if this is life, I mean, it could be next to them or you. I don't know if it's a certain lifestyle, but it may cause problems in the relationship. And with the World card coming up in a context of challenge or difficulty, it indicates that there's too much opportunity and us not being able to grasp the opportunity we want, or feeling somewhat overwhelmed. The fact that the Tower card and the Three of Swords is here, it could indicate that there might be a third party in this relationship. And the third party could be a person, it could be an ex, it could be a job priority, it could be a certain lifestyle, it could even be a friend. It's a source that's exterior to the relationship that may cause Tower moments. Now, not all of you are going to experience that and say, for example, you start a relationship, Sagittarius, and then you have an ex that comes into the picture, or that person has an ex coming into the picture. Maybe there's still feelings there. The Three of Swords can be deception and it can be hurt. It's conflict between head and heart. Swords is mentality, heart is the emotion. And the fact that that's coming up could indicate that there is a certain lifestyle or a certain person that could ruffle a few feathers. So I think it's important to be vigilant of that. I think building trust and keeping things open and honest is very important, because if that does come up, if you have that tendency or you've built those foundations to be inclined to honesty, then I think it's more than likely that this person will be more open about this, more forward. But I do see for some of you that could be somewhat challenging. But it's also not knowing what you want. It's also potentially being confused. And this is like mixed messages. So if there isn't a third party source, I feel like with the World card, this is an energy where someone's potentially not ready. Not that they're not ready, Sagittarius, but I feel like with the World card, there's so many options. I feel there's a lot of options. And I don't know if it's a certain lifestyle you lead or this person leads that sort of opens you up to the world, and people know you, people see you. People have access to you, or people have access to this person. And that's what may make that a little bit difficult. You know, you've got the burning flames here. Where there's smoke, there's fire. This could be jealousy. This could be lust. This could be obsession. You know, the Tower can take us to a dark place here. And for some of you, I feel like there might be obsessive behavior in this relationship. Behavior you may see from yourself, or behavior that may come from this person. And it may cause you to sort of think about things here. I don't know if I'd say abuse with the Tower. It could be abuse. It could be emotional. It could be physical. It could be mental abuse, verbal abuse. Abuse comes in many forms. Substance abuse. I don't know if this is even addictions. But there could be something abusive happening in this relationship. Either happening to the other person and you'll be witness to it, or you'll be sort of pulled into that because you're their lover. Might be something that you go through and this person is pulled into. I mean, the Tower card, I guess we all have vices, Sagittarius. It's just to see how far this person's vice is, or how far yours goes, and how much of it is tolerated until it starts to cause real or deep problems in the relationship. So I think it's important to manage things well and keep it open and honest. With the Magician card, keep everything out there on the table, because there could be some sort of repetitive behavior, like a cycle that needs to be broken, that needs to be, you know, deconstructed somehow. But it's important you never not show support. I think that's a big thing for this person. I do, and vice versa. It could be a very big thing for you that you want to see from this person as well. I will leave your reading at that though, Sag. So thank you again so much for tuning in. I hope it's been helpful. Please feel free to reach out directly if you'd like a private reading with me to have a look at personalizing your situation through a tarot reading. Otherwise, all the best, Sag. Take care.